Today, the Benedictine Martyrology recounts the life of Saint Sturmius, abbot of Fulda, who was born in Bavaria and educated under the supervision of Saint Boniface, whom he accompanied in his apostolic journeys till they reached Fritzlar, where he was in charge of Abbot Wigbert. He had scarcely attained the canonical age when he was promoted to the sacred orders and commissioned to preach the gospel. He spent 3 years in this employment, when he asked to leave St. Boniface to retire into solitude. The saint consented and appointed 2 brethren to accompany him. They entered the great forest of Buconia, and after wandering for about 3 days, paused at a place called Hirschfeld. Sturmius informed St. Boniface of the choice he had made, but was directed to select some other place as Hirschfeld was exposed to incursions of the Saxons. He continued his search and finally found a suitable locality on the present site of Fulda. At the instance of St. Boniface, King Carlman and several nobles made a grant of lands for a monastery. Sturmius here laid the foundations of the future abbey of Fulda on March 12, 744 AD. Encouraged and blessed by St. Boniface, he cleared the land of shrubs and trees and built a monastery which soon sheltered a large community. A year later, St. Boniface visited the new foundation. Sturmius and several other brethren were sent to Italy in the year 748 AD to study the discipline and traditions of the principal Benedictine houses, particularly that of Monte Cassino. On their return, 2 years later, Sturmius was solemnly inducted into the office as the first abbot by St. Boniface, and a year later Pope Zachary granted Fulda complete exemption. The peace and growth of Fulda was unfortunately disturbed by the machinations of spiteful men. Several of the brethren denounced Sturmius as a traitor to the cause of Pepin, and accomplished his banishment to Jumage, much to the grief of all well-meaning brethren. In the year 758 AD, Sturmius was permitted to return, and from that time ruled the monastery without difficulty. He was already feeble and advanced in age when Charlemagne, in the year 787 AD, commissioned him to instruct and baptize the Saxons. He was seized with an illness on the way, causing him to be carried back to Fulda, and he died on this day in the year 779 AD. He was canonized by Pope Innocent II in the year 1139 AD. Saint Sturmius, child oblate, pray for us.